Days of Awe, published in 2001, is a novel by Achy Obejas, marking her second work following the well-received memoir Mambo in 1996. The narrative takes the form of a fictional memoir and is presented through the eyes of the protagonist, Alejandra San José, a young translator residing in Chicago. Her journey back to her family's supposed homeland, Cuba, unravels unexpected revelations about her family's history. While Ale and Obejas share common traits like Cuban heritage and translation work, it's important to note that the novel is not autobiographical. The novel's structure, marked by philosophical contemplation, has elicited a range of responses from critics. Kirkus reviews. Calm, for instance, characterized it as sincere but lifeless. Some reviewers have struggled with the intricate plot, which alternates between the present and 1897, delving into different generations of Alejandra's family. However, others have commended Obejas' skillful prose and her ability to capture the intricate nature of personal identity. The title of the book, Days of Awe, alludes to the 10-day period between the Jewish holidays of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, a time centered around notions of sin and redemption. This interval is when it is believed that God determines who will be inscribed in the Book of Life. Alejandra San José was born on January 1, 1959, a significant moment as Fidel Castro was on the verge of assuming power in Cuba. Fearing the upheaval brought on by the regime change, Ale's parents left for America on the same day as the Bay of Pigs incident. Their original intent was to wait out what they believed would be a brief dictatorship before returning to their cherished homeland. However, circumstances led to a permanent stay in Chicago. In her new home, Ale's mother, Nina, is a dedicated horticulturist who adores sunflowers and roses. Nina is also deeply devout in her Catholic faith. On the other hand, Ale's father, Enrique, is a celebrated literary translator. Ale has always detected a certain enigmatic melancholy in him, which she attributed to his longing for his native country. As a child, Ale is captivated by the allure of Cuba, mirroring her parents' yearning for their homeland. However, as she transitions into adolescence, Cuba gradually diminishes in significance for Ale. Similar to her father, Ale develops a deep affection for the Spanish language. Following in his footsteps, she becomes a translator and interpreter in her own right. Over time, her profession presents her with an opportunity to journey to Cuba. Though she seizes this chance, her enthusiasm for the trip is modest, having long moved beyond the romanticized notions of her childhood. Upon her arrival in Cuba, Ale exhibits a sense of vanity regarding her impeccable American English and conveys a sense of superiority toward many aspects of modern Cuban society. She even regards her Cuban heritage as a mere twist of fate influenced by timing and geography. However, a pivotal revelation awaits her as she reconnects with the Menachs family, old family friends. The discovery is both significant and astonishing. Her ostensibly devout Catholic San José family lineage conceals a hidden Jewish heritage. In fact, they are conversos who embraced Christianity during the Spanish Inquisition to escape persecution and death. Ale's father, she learns, is the grandson of a valiant Jewish war hero from the Cuban War of Independence. Equally surprising, her mother's lineage also bears Jewish roots. This newfound knowledge deeply impacts Ale. Her connection with Orlando, the son-in-law of Moises Menachs, flourishes as he educates her about contemporary Cuba. Throughout the narrative, Ale embarks on a quest to establish her identity amidst the intricate layers of her family's history, threads interwoven with Jewish, Cuban, exile, and converso elements. Over time, Ale discovers that her father has maintained a hidden allegiance to his Jewish faith. In secret, he has been engaged in davening, prayer, in the basement for years, simultaneously defiant and fearful. Ale's journey unfolds as a narrative of its own, a process of reconciling the complexities of identity by integrating new, startling, and emotionally charged experiences into a coherent self-narrative. Days of Awe doesn't necessarily prioritize identity themes more than other novels, yet it embraces a distinctly philosophical perspective when approaching them. As widely discussed, this unique approach has resulted in a book that defies conventional novel structures in many ways. While it encompasses elements of plot and introduces a cast of characters, it leans more towards introspection than frequent shifts in physical settings. For instance, while places like Cuba are frequently mentioned, they seldom materialize on the page. A similar observation applies to the characters within the narrative. Their names and stories often drift unconnectedly amidst tangents and abstract reflections. However, one could argue that Days of Oz' deliberate challenge to traditional genre boundaries offers a fitting formal parallel to its central theme, the fluid and personal nature of identity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.